Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Now, first off, can you hear me and can you see me? Let me know in the chat there. I'm going to confirm. And while we're waiting for a little confirmation there, just in case we are still working well, in case you didn't know, you are on Sell Quick, Ship Quick's live channel. We're not talking to just anyone. We're talking to wonderful, beautiful people in the chat. And my better half will be here in just a moment. Evening prep, so she's doing some dinner prep. I'm excited. But looks like loud and clear. Appreciate it. And thank you ahead of time and one more time to our awesome moderators, Thrifty Nomads. Say hello to everyone real quick. Hey, Moonlight Moolah and Joe's Computer. Always awesome support. Appreciate you guys. All in all, though, how are you? How's everyone doing in the chat? Can't see how many we are because we're on the laptop, so I shrunk the screens down so I could just see the chat and make sure the video is going. But how's everyone's weekend? Sales have been up and down for us, and that's what we're going to talk about, a roller coaster of sales, and our plan to help adjust for that terrible summer slowdown we all talk about and see on Instagram going on. But let's see. All right. But yeah, so just a quick run of our sales. It's a true roller coaster. It's been crazy. We've had some good days where we have like 9 sales. Not crazy profitable sales, but 9 sales. And then the following 2 days, nada. Quiet. And this is across all platforms, really. But when my better half comes back, we're going to talk about a little self-reflection, taking responsibility for what's going on with our store, and maybe for you as well, take a moment to reflect on what control you have over your store's performance. Hey, Pacific 49.
Hi, everyone.
Ta-da! My better half. We're ready to go with this live. We got our coffee. I'm not sure if anyone's familiar with Phil's Coffee. First time we had it was up in San Francisco, so I don't know if it's only a West Coast thing or what, but
it was in Santa Monica.
I thought I had it in San Francisco when you were doing your half marathon, which is what you're wearing right now. While you were running, I was drinking coffee and donuts. That's what happened. She was doing her women's half marathon.
I was running and he was eating.
But I was testing the donuts because I wanted to make sure I got her some good donuts. So in order to know I got you good donuts, I had to eat them first.
And drink coffee.
Well, yeah, you can't have just a donut. You need some coffee or milk. Let's see. Slow and steady. Okay, you know what? Slow and steady is not terrible at all.
Yeah.
You want steady. Everyone loves those amazing spike days, those days where you're making like $200-300 in sales, $400 in sales. It looks amazing. But then you get 2 days later and it drops, right? Wouldn't it be better if you just had a steady 80 to 120 day every day? I'd rather have slow and steady. Thread Envy, hello. Yes, coffee. This one is called, what is it called again?
The Aromatic.
Arabic.
There you go.
It's pretty much a collection of all their Arabic coffees combined into a cup and added ice. It's good.
It's very good.
It's very good. But
7 to 12 sales a week. That's really good, Joe.
Joe, that's really good. I mean, even with the medium profit range, like that's good. Especially because I know you're part-time. You got another job going on. So that's definitely good stuff. Lisa, be right back. Yes.
So how are you guys with offers?
Yes, with both receiving and sending out offers.
So we've been trying to get into the habit of sending out offers, him more than me. On Sunday is my sharing Poshmark Sunday thing. So I do send out offers on the computer on Sundays, but daily he sends out offers on Poshmark, on Mercari. and on eBay. And to help with our summer slowdown, or, you know, I guess the predicted summer slowdown.
Yeah. We don't know if we're going to have a summer slowdown yet. We will have a slowdown, but how bad? We'll see. I think it depends on our activity.
Yeah. So to help with that, we are not waiting out for the highest offer. And we've been accepting decent offers. We're not
losing.
Yes. So because of the way that we have our listing set up, I do have it set to auto decline at a certain price point, so that we don't have to deal with the super low ball offers. So any offers that do come in, we automatically know that those are the ones that we are willing to accept. We were kind of holding off for higher offers for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's a little guilty of this at times. I know we were guilty for a bit. So part of the reason why we were being, I don't know if the word is stingy, but we were very tough with our offers because due to different reasons, travel time and just all around a lot of things going on outside of reselling and our other jobs and life, we weren't listing. By we, I mean she normally lists a ton and she wasn't because she wasn't able to. And I didn't get my 2 or 3 listings in. But because we weren't seeing so much activity, anytime we did see an offer, we were like, we got to squeeze it out for every penny we got because we haven't got an offer.
Yeah.
So then people declined the offers because we weren't negotiating as nice.
And then it results in us not really making as many sales. So this last...
on all platforms.
Yeah, this was like on Posh, on Mercari, on eBay. Can you...
Sorry, cats are fighting.
But this last like week and a half, 2 weeks, we've been, letting things go. We got out of that storage business.
Yeah.
So we've been accepting a little bit more, and we do find that it kind of opens the floodgates for us.
Yeah, on all platforms.
Yeah, so we'll accept an offer. I mean, really looking at eBay, we've been accepting offers that we were normally kind of fighting for in the past, but accepting these offers and still making a decent profit, we were seeing that more sales were coming in post acceptance.
Yeah, and again, we were so focused on like the $2 we were trying to squeeze out of people. The reality is we already had, or the way she set up the listings to accept offers, we knew if we get an offer past the auto decline she sets, we're making money on it. So we already got an offer that passed the first gatekeeper. And then now it gets to us and we were still like, nope, not yet. But the reality is we could have afforded to get these. And just to keep activity going and sales flowing, we realized we should start being a little more negotiable.
Yeah. Well,
and it has helped.
Yeah, because today it was a little quiet.
Yeah.
It was a little quiet.
It was quiet throughout most of the day.
Until this last hour.
Well, in the very morning. That's the other thing is we realize, and it sounds obvious when you think about the time frame, but we get the most activity early in the morning and then later in the afternoon.
Yeah. And how do you guys see your sales coming in? Is it gradual throughout the day? Do you see more sales in the morning? Do you see more sales in the afternoon? We're trying to keep track of it.
Just to understand
when we should be active.
Going on. Yeah.
When we should be active on
and
eBay.
Attentive, because we get offers in real early in the morning. We're asleep though, so we don't respond to offers sometimes 4 hours later because of how early. That might affect, because we like to do our best. And when we get an offer, we try to get that counter or accept right away when we have that person on the other side of the phone. So understanding when you're getting the most activity and trying to be a little bit more available during that time might help with how responsive you are. But yeah, so again, it's kind of obvious after we looked at it, but we're most active around 5 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Roughly 5 in the morning, 4 or 5 in the morning. But that Eastern time is when people are getting to work. And we all know how responsible a lot of people are. They go straight to work and they get working, right? Probably not. I think they're shopping on eBay and sending us offers while they're at work having their coffee.
Yeah, so thread envy, it's hard to track when on multiple platforms. So it's kind of hard, I think, on the other ones. We're really just looking at eBay. I feel like Poshmark is all sporadic. Poshmark offers are like sporadic throughout the day. You know, there's this one guy who we were going back and forth on an offer all day.
Multiple days.
Yeah, like, and he was still offering. He was still lowballing us, and then the item sold full price. Mm-hmm. But it's really hard to track on Poshmark the traffic that's coming in, and we'll see offers in the morning, we'll see it in the afternoon, we'll see it, you know, and there's no way to really track it. eBay, I think the majority of it is coming in the morning and then at night. And then we were trying to see if there was a pattern in our sales. So we went to our performance tab and we were trying to track our sales throughout the last like 2 months, just to see when it was spiking up and on what days. But
the funny part is we saw it and we're like, all right, let's keep tabs of when we're spiking just to understand what's going on. And we're like, all right, well, Friday's the most activity we get. We get the most sales on Friday. All right, okay, cool. Then like 2 days later, I forgot, we're driving, nothing relevant to selling. And then all of a sudden, I was like, you know what? I just realized we're active Fridays because Friday is when she stays home and she'll list like anywhere between 20 to 60 items in a day. So again, obvious. Oh, look, your most active day is our best sales day. So it always goes back to an active store is a happy store. But again, that's our eBay experience. And how many of you guys here have a store? Because really the only way you guys could see that performance is if you have a store. So we'll wait. Well, yes. And then if you're watching this later on, leave it in the comment and let us know how your sales have been and how you plan to adjust for the summer slowdown. There's a ton of tips out there on how to adjust for slowdowns. And we've said it before, we're no experts at this, but we like to share our experiences and what works for us. And as of right now, the most obvious and going to the basics, activity.
And so Martha Walters, no store. Thread Envy has a store. Kiki's mom has a store. I know
Nomads has a store.
Yeah, Nomads has a store. So how active are you on eBay? And that doesn't mean just listing, but are you tinkering with your titles? Are you editing your pictures? Different things like that counts as activity. Are you responding to offers? Are you sending out offers? Are you responding to questions? How quickly are you responding to questions?
And always remember the algorithm. It's a machine. It's a computer. It's trying to do a bunch of things to optimize sales for both eBay as a platform and us as sellers. And if eBay rolls out a new feature like offers, it's probably because they want you to use it. So if the algorithm reads you're using offers, it's gonna help push your items out for more eyes. It's not gonna guarantee you top view, but if it's part of the system, and I believe everyone, not just stores, can do offers. If I'm wrong, you let me know in the chat or comments. But if you have the opportunity to send out offers, even if nobody bites,
it counts as activity.
It's activity, and you're giving it a shot. Because if you just sit there, imagine if for every, say, 40 offers you send, you get 1 or 2 sales. If you never send out offers, that's 1 or 2 sales you're just missing out on.
Yeah, Nomads made 2 sales today by sending offers to watchers. Mm-hmm. And the last, I think it was yesterday.
He's been making a few sales from that because I'll send them out with awkward messages.
But yesterday he sent out a few offers and one of the offers didn't bite, but then that item that we sent the offer on sold full price to someone else. I don't know if that helped with the traffic on that item.
Because the item, it was actually It wasn't a recently listed item, was it?
Mm-mm.
No. So I mean, who knows if that helped bump things up, move things around.
Thread envy. So for vacation time, okay. So right now, we're doing different things with our store. The way that we kind of worked in the past to fit in with my schedule, with my work schedule, since I'm the one that lists the clothing items. I do all the photos on Friday, and I've said that in the past. And then I kind of like batch list everything at a time, but there will be days when I don't list at all. And then it's like all Friday, I've listed 80 items. So instead of doing that, what I'm trying to do now is space the listings out. So I'm kind of looking at my week in advance, seeing what my availability is to list during the week. And I have a goal to list 10 items a day, 10 items, and then cross post. If I have extra time that day, what I'll do is I will post to Poshmark and Mercari, but save the eBay item in a draft to make it go live the next day. So for vacay time, the way that would work, because in 6 weeks, we do have eBay open.
Yeah, let us know in the chat if you're going.
So that's where I was going to get to, is scheduled listings like Amazing Taste. So I know Cindy, recently she went on her cruise vacation, I believe, with the family, and she does scheduled listings. And I know she was doing it for like Saturday and Sunday, I think. So she'll list Monday through Friday with some excess listings to save to go live on Saturday and Sunday, so that she keeps Saturday and Sunday free just for family fun day. So we haven't done scheduled listings, but what I'll do is,
again, part of it, we were trying to be so frugal with things that we didn't want to pay for scheduled listings.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So like right now, what I'm doing is I'm saving it to drafts, and then like today I'm going to do my 10. And if I have time, I'll save a few to drafts. Tomorrow I will have them ready to go live. Can you go turn that off, please? Just the timer. But I will tomorrow then make it go live. For eBay Open, I think what I'm going to do is prep for that week. We are going to put our store in vacation mode. Yeah, we're too cheap to do the scheduled listings. I mean, so for eBay,
right now we can control it.
But for eBay Open, we have two options. Either I will draft enough so that I can, while in Vegas, just set a few things to go live, which takes, a few minutes out of the day. It's not like I'm sitting in front of the computer while at eBay Open to make things go live. But I think what we'll do is we will save drafted items. So then every day while we're over there, we'll make whatever we have available, 10 to 15 or whatever the number is. We'll make those go live during that week. We will probably do scheduled listings if we have our like big vacations, or if we're planning to go on another cruise.
Who knows? Maybe we could use eBay Open as our testing ground for scheduled. So we could do scheduled listings for that. Quick break with her. She's taking care of dinner. I'm so excited. I know that there's no technology yet where you guys can smell what's going on in this house right now, but it smells really good. I don't know if you guys don't follow us already, you should. I recognize all our names in the chat, so I know you guys follow us in the chat. An amazing pre-show snack. This, the main course, gonna be awesome.
Sorry, setting my timer.
But yeah, so with scheduled listings, it feels like a lot sometimes when you're selling items that are low profit. If you're gonna make $5 on something, and you're paying sales fee and PayPal fee, and then you're paying the
additional 10 cents.
It feels like, ugh. But if you step back and see the potential of activity, overall sales, it's not gonna hurt that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to do. So to adjust for this, we have been doing our daily goals. And so we've been setting our daily goals across all the platforms. A few weeks ago, we put up a picture on our Instagram with all the pictures that I took after coming back from our 2 trips. And I think I have like 300 items that are prepped and ready to be listed. So next to my desk right now, I have, I think it's like 8 buckets of clothes. But all the clothing items that I have next to me have been photographed, bagged, identified with a SKU number, and weighed out. So when I come home from work, I will go to the computer whenever I have time. I have a goal set to do 10 items. And that's, my goal is 10 items for eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And then any vintage items will get cross-posted to Etsy. And then I also have a goal to do 5 drafted items a day, because I'm hoping to do what Cindy's does for her weekend and kind of push that over to the weekend so that I don't have to worry about doing that on the activity on the weekend. But that's my goal. And then also the auctions. We've talked about doing auctions daily in the past, and then we kind of stopped. And then we were just doing.
You got really hectic because you went all in.
Oh yeah, I was doing like 10 auction items a day, but we changed that. And so I put all the items to auction on Sunday. So last Sunday, I think all the auction items ending on Sunday helped with our traffic, because Sunday, I think to date, was our highest sales date.
Yeah. I think we had random big sale days, but those were big sales because like a typewriter sold. So the typewriter alone was expensive, but breaking down shipping and everything, not the same. But
yeah.
The quantity of sales we got.
Exactly.
And I really do think it is related to that eBay, the auctions.
Yeah. So we've been putting up, so once the auctions ended on Sunday last week, I wasn't able to relist those auctions the same day. So then I ended up spacing it out, and I was putting up like 10 on Tuesday, or whenever my schedule allowed me to put it up, around 6 to 7 p.m. I was putting up like 10 listings. So today I was gonna try to put up 5 on auction to see if that helps. And then another thing we've been doing is tinkering with our stale items. So we've been ending some of our stale items to relist or to go to auction.
Yeah, and also what I've been doing on my end is, so I mean, to get sales going, it's all about eyes on your items. If people can't see your item, nobody's ever gonna possibly buy it. So I decided to start cross-posting our existing ones onto OfferUp. I'm not sure how many people in the chat, and if people watching this later on, if you use OfferUp, share your experience in the comments. And if you guys are in the chat, you guys can come back later and put it in the comments. But at least on our end, we don't have a ton of activity on OfferUp. But then again, the way OfferUp works is kind of like Mercari, where once you post an item, it just keeps going down as people post. So if I post iPhone, every time somebody posts iPhone, my listing goes down. And before somebody finds it, I have to swipe up far away. So I just listed and forgot about it. But what I'm doing now is I'm deleting old ones and reposting them on OfferUp. And then also using my phone to screenshot pictures from listings that I could put on OfferUp. So now we have maybe over 40 to 50 items on OfferUp for sale. And the beauty of OfferUp, it's a local sale app. One, if I sell it locally for us, then it's cash. But OfferUp has pretty awesome shipping rates. Like, I'm excited. Like, by all means, I want to get a sale for the sake of getting a sale and having profits. But, sorry, eBay's talking to us. Ooh, we'll see. So by all means, we want to get sales in OfferUp, but I'm excited to try to ship through OfferUp. I've heard some people say they had horror stories of it, whatnot, but I like challenges. I like shipping, so I'm curious. But OfferUp's shipping rates are awesome. Here, actually, let me bring them up so I can tell you exactly their shipping rates, because it's better than eBay.
Okay, but while you do that, so Lisa's question, we are going to be there. We're getting there with Thrifting Nomads on Monday. And then I think our plan was to get there Monday morning and then leave Friday afternoon. So we are going to put our store in vacation mode for that entire week. And then it's
not
for eBay. For eBay Open.
Yeah, we're not.
No, sorry, not vacation mode. Oh yeah, we don't do vacation mode. We're going to do 10-day handling. Sorry. Whew.
Yeah, no. So, by vacation mode for us, it's adjusting handling time.
Yeah.
And also, if you really are going on vacation where you're not going to get much signal, in other words, able to communicate with people on eBay, buyers, do use vacation mode because it's going to affect your activity. But if you go, like a friend of ours we just met up with.
Oh, yeah. He's in Taiwan right now.
His access to internet is based off of Wi-Fi when he can. It's very inconsistent. So if he has a sale or if he has offers, it's hard for him to manage. So he put it on vacation mode. But the other thing we reminded him, if you go on vacation mode on eBay, change your handling time. Just because you go vacation mode, and this is will bite you in the butt later on. You go vacation mode, you leave for 10 days, you come back, and your handling time was 2 days, you're going to have a bunch of late shipments.
Yeah.
And I like to overshoot. So if we're gone for 5 days, I'll put it 10 days. So partially, if we get back and there's a ton of shipping, I don't have to stress out that I got to get it out the next day.
So I don't think we've ever put our store on vacation mode.
We did one time in the very beginning.
We did?
Yeah. I don't know where we went, but we don't vacation often. But I did because I did it.
Oh, maybe we went to San Francisco.
Probably.
Vacation mode didn't kill your store. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I mean,
everyone has different experience.
We haven't had to go anywhere that's over 10 days since we've started eBay. We did travel internationally a few years ago, and that was like a 2-week vacation overseas.
2 weeks, no internet.
So that we would have had to put our store on vacation, but we aren't planning to go anywhere international for a bit. But we will do the extended handling for eBay Open, and then right now we're also planning our Portland trip. So I think we are gonna go shortly after eBay Open. So we'll be back to probably do our shipping post eBay, and then do the extended handling again when we go to Oregon.
We're gonna use that eBay Open pump to hit it hard, and then say, okay, let's go now. But I pulled up the shipping rates for OfferUp, and this is why I bring it up. If you set, no matter where you are in the country, anything you would ship for eBay or Mercari, you can list on OfferUp. You don't have to, like if somebody says, hey, I want to meet up to buy this item, and you don't feel comfortable, you could always say no. But OfferUp allows for shipping, and their setup is if you got 0 to half a pound, it's $5 shipping that the buyer pays, not you. If it's half a pound to 3 pounds, it's $8, which is pretty awesome because if you get a pair of shoes that don't fit in a flat rate envelope or padded envelope that are too big for a medium flat rate box, like you could get pretty expensive to ship across the country. But as long as those shoes are under 3 pounds, you can ship a pair of shoes for $8 across the country. Well, that's pretty awesome. Haven't done it yet, but I'm excited to get a sale on it. And then, even better, between 3 to 10 pounds is $12. This is all weight, at least for now, until post office changes their system. Who knows what's going to happen on OfferUp. But then it's 10 to 20 pounds for $40. So you can send a computer for like $40. But if you try to send a typewriter. But if you try to send a 40-pound item that doesn't fit in a flat rate box through eBay, it's going to get expensive, trust me. So again, excited to see the opportunity to ship through OfferUp.
Yeah, try it. So one of the things was, so we have this vintage bunny rabbit thing. I think it's handmade.
Yeah, handmade.
It's a handmade plush rabbit in like, I don't know, it looks like a Handmaid's Tale. No, not the burlap one. It's an outfit.
It's like a Little House on the Prairie.
Yes, it looks like a bunny in a Little House on the Prairie thing. So we put that. There's not really any traffic on it on any of our other platforms.
Mm-hmm. And I cross-posted that onto Etsy. And
everything.
There.
And then you recently cross-posted to OfferUp, and within the day, someone asked if we would ship it. They didn't buy it.
They didn't buy it, but
But-
we already got somebody interested based on the ability to ship it across, which is pretty awesome. And then also there's certain like remote control parts from a Jeep I had. eBay didn't have any activity really. And then on what do you call it? OfferUp, we started getting something.
I think it was like really handmade and not like handmade like Jenny's. Like these hands. So the Cricut machine, we have so for a bit I was crafting a lot, like years ago. I was crafting a lot and then I got the Silhouette machine, which looks like the Cricut. But we are gonna put that up on OfferUp because I don't want to try and put that up on eBay.
No.
And we also have a fax machine.
Yeah, I gotta
That you
put
picked
that
up.
up. Yeah.
Where'd you pick up that fax machine? Was it Goodwill?
Yeah, Goodwill. But
But-
it's like almost brand new. It was used, just really well taken care of and lightly used. Picked it up for I think it was $12.
Yeah, but it's worth almost $2.
Yeah, almost $200.
But it's just sitting in our garage. You know,
so right now
like
it's
that
actually
other stuff that's in Nomad's garage, those hard goods that are just sitting there collecting dust and not making us money. Yeah, we have to list those. We have a
Yeah.
bit of that stuff sitting in our garage right now that we're gonna list to OfferUp and see if that helps with sales.
Yeah, apparently if you don't list it, it actually never sells. So if you have this item and it's stored underneath your desk where you ship and you never list it, it's a surprise. Nobody has ever made an offer. But once you list it, things happen. An example of that is months ago, we actually went yard sale shopping with Nomads, our awesome moderators there. And we picked up random stuff. It wasn't a huge haul day at the garage sales,
It was the one thing you picked up.
but I've picked it up in the past. So a little bolo, I'm sure that plenty of people here have sold it in the past or seen it. I don't have it anymore because it's sold and shipped, but I listed that on like Friday and it sold Saturday.
Sunday morning.
Saturday because we were out at the fitness place.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I listed it Friday and Saturday. Both of the ones I listed sold. And I had them.
What are they? Did you say what they were?
Oh, no, not yet. They're massage things. But it's vintage. I want to say vintage, but they still make them, so it depends on the model number. So you got to make sure to read the model number. I'm not going to try to do screen sharing now because, it's going to be
But it was
complicated.
the Oster hand massager thing.
Yeah. So if you're watching this live, head on over to our Instagram, and after our live, I'll post a screenshot of it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's an Oster hand massage. So you basically has little coils. So you slip your hand in here, and then on top, it's this big motor. And it is the most basic idea of a vibrating motor because it's an unbalanced motor. When you turn it on, it just rotates a wheel in an unbalanced weight area and it just shakes. So now you got a shaking hand that you can give a massage with. But it's very popular right now with barbers. It used to be a barber tool often, then it's just more of a domestic tool for like home massages. But with hipster barbershops coming up, more and more of them are using it because it's like a little spa treatment for guys. I go to a barber to take care of this or else I look like a mess. And I'm afraid to do it myself because I'll probably mess it up and then I got to shave it all. And yeah, it feels nice to get a little pampering. Got over here. But yeah, so that's a little bolo. I'll show it later in our Instagram. So again, if you guys don't follow us now, head on over to our Instagram, Sell Quick Ship Quick, and I'll put up the post. I'm telling you, both of them sold overnight and for good money because picked them up for $1. Picked it up for $1, sold it for $50. And it shipped, it's heavy, but it's small, and it shipped nice and padded, safe in what do you call it? Padded envelope. So things like that. Again, situation that related to sales. Had an item, picked it up months ago, never listed it. Then I listed it, sold it overnight, and big profits on it. So I think, again, self-reflection, our store wasn't doing very well. I know I wasn't doing my part. So now that I am, things are happening.
For what? I have
sales.
What about him?
I wasn't doing my part with my hard goods. But I had a cool collection. Oh,
Yeah,
another thing too.
comment.
We said it in the last live where we were with Generation 1099. The 8-track player I had picked up, that sold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The one that you tested with Johnny Cash.
I only have a Johnny Cash 8-track, but it's. I mean, do we need anything else? It's Johnny Cash. Although I would like to get the Carpenters on 8-track.
Oh, I thought we had that. Oh, we have the cassette.
We have a cassette of it. I know. Weird. I also have a Laserdisc, so I'm waiting to find a good Laserdisc player just to be like, I tested one.
Yeah. But
what do you got going on in the chat? Try to read.
Pacific 49 just took off. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, always.
And Nomad's got 5 offers. Well, on this live, all low ball offers.
I would suggest look at the different offers if you didn't already answer, and which one can you take less on and it won't hurt you, and start that way. I mean, just start adjusting.
See if it actually does anything.
Yeah, start adjusting your expectations, because like we were saying earlier when Joe's computer mentioned that his are slow and steady. If we're trying to go after every $2 that we were trying to squeeze out of an item, and we miss out on a sale. Had we lost those $2 but made $10 profits there and multiply that by, say, 5 items a day, that'd be a lot more money coming in than what we lose because we were holding out on $2.
Sure.
It's math. It's there. If you scroll back and do the math on that,
Mr. Monblog's here.
You'll find it.
Martha used to have an 8-track in her first car in 1977.
That's awesome. So I love classic cars, and I would love a nice big giant ass boat of an SS Chevelle with a 8-track player in it.
That takes 2 miles to the gallon.
Yes, compared to the Prius and the electric car we have now.
A Datsun.
Ooh, oh, Datsuns are awesome. A little white Datsun, or you know what? I would have a yellow Datsun with a black stripe down the side, all original, big tires. I like cars. You got distracted. Look what you did, Martha. I'm all thinking about cars now that I don't have. But yeah, so going on forward with summer's slowdown, the fear of slowdown, the fear of losing out on all these profits, and everyone expects to only sell really in Q4. We're changing our activity rate.
Yeah.
Like, we're being a lot more active. We're being a lot more generous with offers.
I mean, when we say generous, we're still not.
We're still making money. It's just we're not going after every penny.
Yeah.
We're really not going after every penny. And we're doing our best to learn. And in part, we're with Cindy. So, I mean, we're working with Cindy Amazing Taste to try to learn a little bit more. So we're trying to be proactive.
And then I don't know how much it is because we took a lower offer, or not a low offer. We took an offer earlier and then 2 sales followed.
Yeah.
I don't know if that had to do with the offer, but well, we'll take it.
Yeah. If this was an edited video, I would drop in like conspiracy, or put Orlando and Mike from Pure Hustle Podcast, their faces in the hoods, conspiracy. Whatever it is, I mean, we're doing our best to be proactive.
Yeah.
Both, and we've talked about this both in fitness and in business. You can't control everything, but you need to step up and take over what you can control. See what Joe's computer. I have all auto rejects set at the same price as my auto accept. So when I get an offer, I'll auto accept. There you go. I mean, you really set yourself up. I know because you're busy too, so you can't answer all day, but you set yourself up. As long as somebody gets that offer in at the price you're reasonable at that works for you, you automatically accept it as well. Perfect. But yes, I mean, we can't control everything, but what we can control is our activity on here. We can control on how much we're listing. We can control how much we're sourcing, and we can control the quality of stuff that we're doing. So we're going to work on that, and hopefully that helps prevent our slowdown in sales.
Yeah, so we're also part of our goals is to wake up early enough because we are night owls, and we're trying to work with, sorry,
it smells really good
I just took the salmon out. But we're trying to get up early to meet some of our goals in the morning.
Yeah, so if you guys don't already know, and we've started planning, we are part-time sellers. So we do a lot of our work at night, and we're also part of the Night Owl crew, which some of you here in the chat are, and we'll talk all night. And sometimes we talk so late that we meet Cindy Amazing Taste when she wakes up.
Yeah.
But because we stay up so late, we wake up just in time to go to work.
Yeah.
And we rush out, take care of our other jobs, and then we come back with the stress of, again, thinking of activity. We got beat at work, and we need to come back and somehow get active on our eBay.
And we were just talking with Will and Jenny about getting up early to get some of our stuff done. So that's what we're aiming for this week. Like, I don't have to be in the office until technically 10 o'clock, but I could go in earlier at 9. So if I do choose to go in at 9, we're trying to get up by 7 to do about an hour and a half of work before going in.
And it's, even if we only get a couple things done for our business, it's just our experience when we have gotten things done before leaving to work is we end up feeling a little more accomplished. So we've left, and I'll send out offers. Shipping, I'll do at night normally, but in the morning we do have same day handling, so I'll wake up early for any overnight sales. But sending out offers, getting a listing, or just taking photos before going to work feels pretty accomplished.
Yeah.
It helps. It's a little motivational trick too for us. Again, it doesn't always work for everyone, but for us, definitely it feels good to know we got a little bit of our business done before we had to go to our other responsibilities.
And then also, if you guys are cross-posting, don't forget to take your items off.
Yes.
As they sell.
Yes. We've had a couple issues with that. Still, we do our best, but things happen, things slip up. And we've mentioned in the past, Mercari, I don't think you're listening to us, but if you are, fix your system. We love to sell on your system, but when we're searching for our own items, we can't find them. That was from Mercari. Everyone here, I think, understands what's going on that sells on Mercari. So, yeah, we'll have the same exact title on, say, Nike golf shorts. Sold on eBay. Okay, perfect. Jump on Poshmark. Poshmark, it's easy to find it when we're trying to take it off our closet, because you go to closet, filter it by brand, Nike, boom, found it. Okay, good. Then we take the exact title, which is the same title on Mercari, go over, copy and paste it on Mercari's search bar, and we can't find our item.
Well, I found ours right now.
Yeah,
so
again,
some
items work, but other times. And then I go do that exact same thing on the computer desktop, and it works. So, but as much as that's a hiccup, get on there and keep up with those cross-posting deletes.
Yes.
You don't want to. Again, I mean, eBay, you really don't want it to happen on eBay. But if it happens on Posh and Mercari, you can always cancel the sale.
But you can't do it too much, because I do think it affects you. It affects your store.
It's going to affect you. I mean,
Mercari took a hit.
I feel like they never said it out loud.
But it took a hit. We had to cancel, and it was unfortunate, and it's completely our fault, but we had to cancel 2 orders almost back to back in the same week, and then our Mercari sales slowed down, even though we were listing pretty consistently. Yeah,
and we were listing what you would say somewhat hot items that do sell regularly, and at Mercari we just weren't getting attention. I think Mercari made a stand in the corner.
Yeah.
They were like, shame,
knows your name.
And our name is Sell Quick, Ship Quick, and Mercari remembers that.
Yeah, because we did not sell quick or ship quick.
No, we sold quick, but we didn't have anything to ship.
Same day handling. Yeah, so Nomads, answer that one. Same day handling, 24 hours. Our cutoff is at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, 6 in the morning. So what that means, just to clarify, and again, anyone watches later on, you guys can have any of your questions, put them in the comments, or go on to our Instagram and you guys can talk to us there quicker, more direct. But same day handling for us is 6 a.m. That means if something sells at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 5:50, 9 a.m., and they pay, again, it's not just buy, but they have to pay by that time, then technically I have to ship that same day. So if something sold this morning at 5:59 and paid for, I had to ship it today before 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah. So make sure your inventory is checked in and organized so that if you do decide to do same day. Yeah, and organize is key because if we didn't have the system that she put into play, and I do my best to maintain, in the morning, if I have, and I've had, I've woken up to like 2 sales, 3 sales overnight, and I'll go in and ship them, but it's because our inventory is organized, set up where I know where to go look for things. And we do want to do more information on how we do that later on. But because I'm able to go and say, okay, according to this, this should be bin 24, number 25 in that bin. I can find it easy, grab it, and then our shipping supplies are organized. So I know where all my flat rate stuff is, all the first class material is, and easy, quick going through. So it doesn't take me too long to ship, especially in the morning. And then for clothing items, we actually weren't weighing our items for a while. But then when we started to adapt the same day handling, we changed it over and I started to weigh everything out so that in the morning when he ships, when he grabs the item, he knows this is going to go into a flat rate bag. It's over a pound, or this is 8 ounces, and he knows to put that in. And when I do weigh out the items, so all our clothing items go into a clear poly bag, right?
It's a clear zip bag, Ziploc looking bag, not the Ziploc brand, but it's a zip.
But it goes into a clear bag, and then when I do weigh it, I will weigh that clear bag with a poly bag on top, so that I get the estimated weight. So our poly bag is roughly an ounce. When I weigh it and it says 6.4, then I'll round up to 8 because I know it's going to come out to about 7.5 ounces. And I'll put the overestimated weight so that when he goes into ship,
it accounts for the label. And again, the labels, we use the Rollo thermal printer. So all we have to estimate is for the sticker. But I mean, all that is.
Actually, I did that. So
yeah, you did that.
Sorry, I totally forgot. But I put the poly bag on top of the item, and then I actually ripped off one of the Rollo stickers, and then I put that on top as part of the weight, so that I know that the sticker plus the poly bag is another ounce. So then all the items have that extra ounce accounted for.
Yeah, and it makes my shipping life a lot easier. And then people have asked in the past, like, why doesn't she just put it directly onto the listing? It's more time. And because she's cross-posting, the little bit of time it takes to individually put all that information, it's better just place towards cross-posting, especially because she might go through the tedious process of setting up the weight for say an Eileen Fisher shirt, pants or something. And then it sells on Posh. Well, that didn't matter what she did because it sold on Posh. And so for that reason, she just writes down a label, easy enough. I go through bulk shipping and I can get it in.
And Therapy does the same thing. So her 2 bags are 8 ounces, weighs when listing, adds the 8, rounds up. Yep. Yeah. It's helped us drastically.
Always round up because I've heard different things. Some people have gotten things. We've gotten things sent back because we got one sent back because of 0.2 ounces. And on our scale, on our scale, it read right. But because it's not the official scale, you can't always depend on your own scale. Ours was a food scale.
It was the older one.
Yeah, it's an older food scale we were using. But we got it shipped back to our house the next day because of that. And
it was off by 0.1.
0.1.
Yeah. It was still under a pound, but it was off by 0.1.
Yeah. And so in other words, like there's different sections. Like 0 to 4 ounces, a certain amount of you pay for postage on that, and ours broke to the next level to say, and for that reason they sent it back, and the difference was I think like 11 cents or something, and that caused us to be late for shipping, which sucked. So learned a lesson, just overestimate slightly. I'd rather save that. And then also for anyone doing FedEx doesn't charge your label until after the item is delivered. Reason for that is FedEx has like an open tab on that label as it's going through the process. So if you send out a box and you said it weighs 2 pounds, but it really weighs 2 pounds 4 ounces, which breaks over to their next price point. Well, as it's getting scanned and weighed at the different centers it goes through and gets delivered, once it gets delivered, they're going to say, okay, got delivered, everything fine. Technically, it was more than 2 pounds. We're going to still charge you more than that automatically.
Yeah.
Because we had that with Mercari. But this time around, Mercari, our buyer had paid for it, so they had an open tracking on their end. And when I did the shipping, it was more than that Mercari weight thing and weight limit. And when I told the people at FedEx, they're like, oh, don't worry. Whoever owns the label is going to pay the difference. So we're like, oops.
Yeah, but we let the customer know, and they were totally fine with it. Yeah.
And again, if you guys have things like that that go on, we really suggest happy customer. And a happy customer is not a surprise customer, or at least not a bad surprise. So if you know, like in our case, we knew that was going to happen, we reached out before it happened to them so that they weren't surprised and later on upset. Like, why am I getting this extra charge? You didn't warn me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did tell them, and we told them it's out of our hands.
He was asking about the one-day handling, but yeah, the clock won't start until you get paid.
Yes, until you get paid. So even today, like if we have an item that we take a best offer in, and till this day we don't have immediate payment on best offers, and they don't pay until tomorrow, then your clock starts then. We have a pair of pants right now that they haven't paid since Sunday, right? Or
yeah,
Saturday.
It was an offer that you sent out.
Yeah, accepted it. It was awesome. We're like, awesome, an offer they got accepted.
So question for you guys. When you make a sale, do you count the sale as that day even if they don't pay, or do you count the sale on the day that you receive payment?
That's a good question. We've been trying to figure that one out. But yeah, so putting it like this: if you sell a pair of pants for $20, but they don't pay until tomorrow, do you set? It sounds like a weird question, but do you say I made $20 today, or tomorrow you have 0 sales but the person paid, or do you say I made $20 yesterday? So
date paid, yeah, they're gonna be.
Yeah.
So we're trying to do some math and just figure out how many listings we need to make a day to meet our gross sales goal based on our current ASP.
Yeah.
But with doing that, we were trying to figure out, okay, well, are we counting the sale as today because it's sold, or should we not count it until tomorrow when they actually pay? Okay, see, so Martha counts it on the sale the day it happened and not when they paid.
Mm-hmm. And I think really there is no wrong answer. The right answer is stay consistent with what you choose.
Yeah.
If you're gonna choose like Martha, day it sells, even if she gets paid,
yeah.
for your spreadsheet to be accurate, you gotta stick to that. You're gonna say, okay, this person paid 3 days later. Still, I'm looking at it that it sold on Monday. Mm-hmm. Stick to that. Or the other way around, if you look at when you get the money, then stick to that.
Yeah. G-House, I think same-day handling has helped us with our sales.
Originally, we had one-day handling, and that was fine too. But I mean, as much as we hate to say it, I know we're all small sellers. We're all individual people on eBay. And even Amazon, technically, most of those people are third-party sellers. I mean, they're individual sellers. Yeah. But we're competing against Amazon. And with that, the biggest plus that everyone loves about Amazon is 2-day Prime. And even though somebody pays up on Amazon, they feel justified because they're getting 2-day Prime. So this is our way to try to compete.
Yeah, Nomads has one day, but then they get it sooner. Yeah,
And that's always nice to
overshoot.
Yeah. Most of our feedback, I'd say at least 80% of our feedback is fast shipping.
It's because of shipping. Got this sooner than I expected. And this got here really fast.
Yeah. And part of that too, we do Saturday shipping. I know Lisa does Saturday shipping. I know Nomads, when they get a chance, if they're around and they could ship, they'll do Saturday shipping as well. Because if something sells Friday, technically you don't need to ship it till Monday. So according to the math on the system, it tells your buyer, say it's 2 days that it'll, in transit. So if you ship it Monday, it should be there by Wednesday. Well, if you ship it out Saturday, sometimes they get it by Monday. And that's a happy surprise.
Yeah. Vic Mary's here. She has one day too. Joe's got everything pre-packaged. That's awesome.
Nice.
The
only reason we don't have it is because we have so much clothes.
Yeah.
And we do get questions, even though you put out most measurements.
Yeah. But because it's clothes, and most of our clothes are under a pound, and if they're over a pound, it goes into the flat rate bag. We don't pre-pack our items because it's so quick to ship them.
And related to timing too, I do have heavy items on there. Say, VCR, stuff like that, the few that we still have, I don't consider those big heavy items because I can box and ship those fairly quick. But typewriter or something big and bulky, I do 2-day handling for those. And
also all our auctions are 2 days.
Yeah, for the same reason. Because the issue with auctions, even if it's closing, is because it's not required to pay right away. We'll have people that win the auction, say Sunday, and then they pay on Tuesday. So then Tuesday morning, I might wake up to all of a sudden like 5 things to ship in the morning, which might be a little stressful if I oversleep. And I do sleep. But if it's 2-day handling, then I get to, be okay with those because they paid, say, Tuesday, so I don't have to ship them until Thursday.
Yeah.
So that's another thing we do adjust. But those are auctions, and the purpose of our auctions is not to make big money.
It's just to get traffic in.
Yeah.
Joe, most of his stuff is over 2 pounds, so yeah, it makes sense to do what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh, Vic Mary loves the shirt.
Oh, thank you.
She actually ran. I think Vic Mary missed the first part, but we're talking about how we picked up Phil's coffee, or I had Phil's coffee while I was eating donuts, and she was running the half marathon.
Yeah.
But look, to be fair, I went through the route afterwards.
You mean when we drove it so I could show you my route that I ran?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
But I went through the same exact route you did. But we're coming up to the end of our live. If anyone has any other questions, you guys can put it down. Anyone has any other questions? Drop it right there in the chat. If not, if you think about it later, come on through and put it in the comments. If you're watching this later on, again, let us know in the comments. Well, let us know any questions you have. Also, like any content you'd be interested in seeing. We want to try to help create some more content down the line. But, some ideas, something you might be interested about us.
Yeah.
All right, everyone.
Yes, he also does not like running because he can't run very well.
Yeah. So I have a secret to running, though. I'm top heavy, like a lot of guys end up being. So if I lean forward, momentum keeps me moving forward. So when I run, I look fairly angled.
But he really does run like that.
Yeah, I'm not even lying. But I just let my upper body weight keep me going. I look ridiculous. I always look ridiculous.
Make Mary.
Yeah. But again, you guys can always find us directly on Instagram, Sell Quick, Ship Quick. And again, thank you to our moderators too, because we do have
Kiki's mom and Thrifty
Nomads always on there, and always appreciate them.
But thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And we will see you guys on Instagram.
Mhm.
Until next. Oh wait, no.
We have a live coming up.
We have a live on
We just
Wednesday
gotta schedule it.
with Nomads on Wednesday. This is our monthly goal setting live.
It feels kind of quick, but that's because of our travel plans. We pushed back the other one, which feels quick. But the point is, we get to hang out and chat, and you guys join us while we chat with our buddies over here.
So if you want to join us for our goal setting day, that will be this Wednesday, to be determined because we have not set a time with them yet. But it will be on our channel this Wednesday. Talk about some goals.
Before we leave, Hugo should skip. Actually,
He can't skip either.
Yeah, I don't have that coordination. I played soccer. Look, I know I played soccer. It means a lot of running. But I ran to be on the team. I ran to be a starter, and I got it. I was doing real crazy miles, like in my head, to do a mile under 6 minutes. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. But at the time, I weighed like 100.
You were like 60 pounds lighter.
Yeah, I was like
He was
125,
a tall beanstalk in high
135.
school.
Yeah. So.
Oh, and Nomads has a live on their channel tomorrow.
Ooh.
So Nomads will be on tomorrow, I believe, at 7 o'clock.
Yes.
7 p.m.
Put your time in there.
It's 7 p.m.
Yeah, I know, but that way they also put it down.
But it's 7 p.m. on the Thrifting Nomads channel tomorrow. And then we will be with Thrifting Nomads on our channel on Wednesday at some time.
At some time to be determined.
But thank you for joining us.
Yes.
And we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.